What's good, fellas? Um, wanted to hop on here and just talk about what has been. Well, I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't know the last time I made a video. I just kind of wanted to hop on and just show you guys what's been going on with my trades. Today's trade, lack thereof, unfortunately. Just kind of everything that's been going on. Obviously today was longs. Everybody, honestly, everybody should have caught it, even me. But this was not a trade I took. I actually faded this, and the reason I did so was we had just about everything, okay? So this was a 15-minute sweep right here. We tapped into a 4-hour PDA. It was one singular FEG that we were inversing. We had clear targets with Asia, London, and this 4-hour up here. We were in discount, and we had an SMT. So we had just about everything going for us. The only thing that we did not have with this trade was clear momentum because it took us 6 tries to inverse. And after this specific candle right here, I was a little nervous and hesitant to enter. So unfortunately, I did not enter this, but if you did, congratulations. You made a buck or two. But yeah, that was it. Um, I really probably should have taken this one, but it is what it is. I just, you know, life goes on. Okay, so I'm here on the Combine, or the funded account. I wanna go over something that I guess I haven't really addressed in the past, week or two, but I haven't really been, I guess, posting every single day, posting all of the trades or whatever. I've been kind of cherry picking, I guess, mainly because posting a loss after you break your rules is a little bit embarrassing. It's just not something you really are a fan of doing, obviously. So I'm going to be honest, the trading has not been ideal. I'm going to point out every mistake that I've made throughout this entire trading journey. And then at the end, I'm going to total up what would have happened had I actually followed my rules over the past month. So, starting with this day, I know for a fact I made 2 mistakes this month. This trade right here was a complete L. It was bogus. I took it off of nothing. I entered with no confluence, so no wonder that was a bad trade. The rest of this is all right. This was a mistake that I made. I made because I didn't hold it long enough. This was a decent trade. It was a good continuation setup. It was on one of the days that we just dumped forever. And realistically, the DOL was way lower than what I actually got out for. I saw 200 and was like, you know what? I just ought to get out while I can, just for it to be a winning day. Had I held to the DOL, it would have been up 600. So this was a mistake, even though it's a green day. It was a mistake. This one um, wasn't necessarily a bad trade. I just um, I just took a short on a 30-second when I should have just waited for confirmation. Which, whatever, it's okay. It's not the biggest of deal. Um, this was a break-even day. There was nothing really fancy about this. Let's see. Yeah, this was also just an L. This one right here is a mistake that I made. I made this mistake because this was the day I actually did post a video about this. I took a trade on gold, which is okay, not a big deal. But instead of holding to my TP or where I thought my TP should be, we were forming an order block, and when it kind of chopped down, I got out instead of holding through the order block, which is unfortunate because it hit TP. So 100 of this is just from that mistake, and I would have been up 600 on that trade as well had I risked properly, because I did not risk properly on that trade, and had I actually stuck out the trade. This was fine, nothing against this. Um, Friday, what ended up happening is the loss was from the night before trading gold. I was trading on my phone and I took just a stupid trade. A trade that I should have entered anyways because of bad momentum, just not a good setup, not clean, but I got eager to trade. And then the next morning, I took a FOMO trade because I missed out on the good setup, the short, and instead I took a 5-minute short that's just completely failed. So that is what, like 4 or 5 different like mistakes that I made or rules that I broke. So let me just add it up real quick on a sticky note and I'll show you guys. So I just did the math, and had I not lost on the days that I lost, made the money that I was supposed to make on the days that I either lost or just didn't hold properly, and did not take emotional trades, I would be up on the entire account $2,000. Yeah, $2,000. And that does include this trade right here, and this does include it being 5R. So realistically, if it was more like down here, I'd only be up about 1,200. But still, it's still just an unreasonable thing to be down 1,000 when I should be up 1,200. That's just not a fan of that. So I am going to be, from here on out, actually following my rules. I'm going to be taking setups seriously. I'm going to be taking A- and up setups. I trade a few different types of models. All of it's inverse fair value gap oriented. The first one is setups like this, where we tap into a 4-hour PD array. But the third one, or the second one, was kind of like a mech model, which just kind of deals with accumulation and then manipulation and then distribution, and taking an inverse out of the manipulation, which is what this was. And then also, I somewhat take like continuation setups. So Asia was right here. I want to say, yeah, Asia was right here. We kind of edged Asia right here, and then we came down. This would have been like a decent continuation setup to take on the 3-minute, like this right here. This would have been okay. Other than the reason I didn't take this actually was because of, in my mind, it was chopped R. This made no sense. 0.5R, whatever. I didn't take this, but those are the 3 types of like kind of models that I take. And so I'm going to be trying to focusing on taking A+ setups for each of those. A- to A+. I'll probably be focusing on just A+ for now, just since I'm so far down in the account. But I'm going to be focusing on that. And I'm just going to be trying to make mistakes and then not repeat them. I have learned that trading is about making a mistake and then just not making it again. And unfortunately, I have made several mistakes twice or so, but I guess this is now just an opportunity to leave those behind and not make any more mistakes. It is also kind of a wake up to see my account balance and to see what it could be had I not made mistakes, because I know that deep down, had I actually just followed my rules and actually just stayed out of the emotional trades, I would be up tremendously right now, and I would only need one more winning day to actually secure payout, which is really heartbreaking considering I might actually blow this account now because I have not followed my rules and I only have 3 more trades to take until I do blow the account. So it is what it is. It's not a big deal, but it's lessons learned, and I'm going to be focusing on making sure that those lessons get fixed, because we don't want to carry those lessons into the next account or into the next month or whatever. So that's the goal. That's the focus for the next couple weeks, I guess. I am going to actually start trying to make daily videos on YouTube. Even if I don't take a trade, I'm going to try and, make a video about my emotions or what was going on, this, that, and the other. Just, something to actually put out there just to, document it. So you guys aren't left in the dark, because I know I have been kind of opting out of making some videos due to embarrassment and just because I haven't really felt the need to. So we're going to try to avoid that. We're going to try and fix that mistake. So yeah, I guess just follow along. I've got Instagram and the alpha code in the bio to see, I guess, if we can somehow pull off getting out of drawdown. If we can, be pretty baller. I only need 3 winning days. So I mean, if I can just get 3 wins in a row with like $400, I could take a $200 payout if I really wanted to. So we'll see what I end up doing. I'm not really sure yet, but anyways, yeah. So I guess stay tuned to see if we can just pull it out of drawdown and actually, get a winning day or two. But anyways, peace, guys.